So guys, this is our first full tutorial according to blending the colors, how to bring out your realistic cartoons and bring it to another level. So I'm going to show you how to proceed. First of all, we are going to do the lines. After doing the lines, you pick up all the colors that you see on the image. You see how I proceed. I'm taking all the colors that I see on the image one by one. I don't forget anything. I can zoom in, zoom out in order to really catch out what I want to take. Then I'm creating a new layer. In order to take my pen tool, you can click on P, the pen tool, then you start to fill the colors with the pen tool. So let's go. We are going to fill the colors with our pen tool. I'm going to accelerate the video because it's very long. So as I said, it's all about the tools and the basics if you want to understand how it works. So I'm going to accelerate. You can bring out all the colors that you want, but you have to be very careful when you pick up the colors, because it depends on the same colors that you want to have on the second on the cartoon. So now you see I pick up the skin color, then I move on. Now is the hair. Always with my pen tool. That's how I fill my colors. I use my pen tool, I fill my colors. This is the hair. Fill up with the colors of the hair. Then I create a new layer for the hat. So each element in the image has its own layer. See, red. That's how I do with any elements that I see. See, anywhere that you see a color, you have to pick it and create a new layer to bring it out. Now is the clothes. You can see on the layer panel that the clothes and the hat have the same layer because it's separated. So when I'm going to blend the colors, it's not going to merge together. So be careful, be patient, pick your colors. That's I can say that's the most important part when you want to understand well how to deal with the realistic ones. So me, this is my favorite part. So I enjoy the process. I take all the time that I want to pick up my colors one by one. See, this is a new layer on which I bring my my glasses layer. I forgot some part of the hair, so I complete it. Now I continue with my glasses. See, you have to zoom in if you want to see the colors properly. You have to zoom in well to see really what you want or really get what you need. Now I create a new layer, and I increased it. Like I said, I merge it um, in the cloth layer that you can see outside. If you want to merge or bring out some colors into the basic layer, you have to create the new layer above the basic layer, then click alt click, alt click between the layers in order to merge them together, or to, I can say, to familiarize together. So now I'm taking my time to really pick all the colors that I see on the image. I don't forget anything. So that's what you gotta do. See the process. Details matter in this case. Details really matters. I didn't forget anything. Now is the eyes. I create the eyes on the hair layer that you can see on the panel, the hair layer. So if you want to put two elements together, like the mouth and the hair, you can see that the hair layer has the same layer as the eyes and the lips. So those one are separate layers. They are not the same. Now we move on to the background. I'm going to paint the background. You can see the background is sky blue. I'm going to paint the background, then add some clouds. Now I'm painting the background. There are two colors, the gray and the blue. The gray upside and the blue down. So you see the gray there. So the borders are too crispy, so I'm going to blend them together. So I'm going to use my soft brush, then activate transfer. As I told you on the DigiPaint ebook that you have to download on the description below. Create a new layer on top of the background, the blue background. Then I'm going to paint the clouds that you see at the left on the image. I'm going to paint the background. So I'm using the same colors. So there are two colors on the clouds. There are some yellowish or reddish, I don't know, and some white. So you always start with the dark colors, the darker colors. See, I'm blending the background with my soft brush. Then I'm painting now the clouds to bring out some reality to my cartoon. So this is it. Okay, this is okay. Go dry here. Good. 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 I think it's finished now. Yeah. You see how the background look like. Now I'm going to paint the background. When the background is finished, you have to paint the skin. So what you're going to do, you create a new layer on top of the skin. You merge it together and start painting. See. take your time to really see where the shadows are. If you want to know where the shadows are, you have to really bring out. Now I'm dealing with the highs. Same process. Shadows, second shadows, lights. So I'm using the first shadow now. This is the second shadow of the skin. So it's more darker now. So the further you go about the shadow, the darker it could be. So you see that the first shadow is not so darker than this. So I'm making more darker and following my process to the fullest. This is the hair. I create the same thing with the hair and I'm painting the shadows. I'm going to do the same thing with my skin and the heart. So pay attention to the process. Okay, now to really understand the process, I'm going to show you how I deal with the lights now. So I'm going to bring up some lights on the skin to make it more 3D and look like the basic image as you see on the left side. glasses, the process is very simple. You see the glass layer. You're going to create another layer just down. I can say below the layer parts. So you see how I deal with okay, this is the part of the very important part of the process, the glasses. So you see that all the parts inside the glasses are red, so pay attention to make it more red. So I'm going to take my glasses, take the same color, the red color that you see on the left side of the image or the screen, and paint inside the glasses, not outside, inside. Everything is inside and it's red. So I'm painting inside. I'm going to create the red one, the red part. So I'll create a new layer. So the glasses now, with my pen tool, I'm create something just below my glasses layer. You see, I'm going to decrease my opacity a little bit. For now, I'm going to fill it with the red color. After filling it with the red color, I'm going to decrease split. I'm going to decrease the opacity. Okay, after filling it with my red color, I'm going to decrease the opacity to maybe 30, 32. Yeah, I think it's good. 40. So you choose what's going to really match with your image. So you see the process, and create another layer on top of it. Then you start to paint. As you see, I'm trying to paint on top of the same layer that I created. So now is the time to bring out some highlights to the skin. So we know that we had some lights on the skin tone, but we have to bring it out some highlights. So that's what we are going to do now. See the hair doesn't have as much as light that we needed, so I'm going to bring out some light there, like this. The same process. Okay, so the next step now is that we are going to bring some shadows and lights to the clothes. We have we already have our basic colors. So what we are going to do, we are going to bring some shadows and lights to the clothes to make it so real and to pop it up like the skin and the heart. So let's go. After this process, you see that the our hair doesn't have as much as light that we needed to be. So we are going to bring some light and highlight to the hair and add some more details to make it look realistic. So this is the process that it goes. Just watch. So I create a new layer on top of the first two layers that I bring out, the basic color and the shadow color. Now I bring the hair color for the lights. Then you select the same colors at the left for the lights and start painting on top of the hair layer. Okay, okay. You see that whenever you create some layers, and you create some, you can say some add-on layers on top of it, you have to create some extension after all your work done. Some extension like the extension of the air, the extension of the skin light, and more. The extension is, I can say the extension layer is the effect layer, the effect that you're going to add what you need if you want to transform your image, to bring it out, to make it pop, to make it to change the colors. The extension can be an adjustment layer, a simple layer to add some objects. So I after all my works, I always add some extension layer to bring out some reality, and to play around with my brushes. And that's what I do. Oh, another thing. I really forgot to paint the glasses light. So I'm going to add some light and highlight to my glasses. You see that it's very matte. The color is very matte. So I'm going to pick some colors on top of the basic layer. Then add some light and highlights to my glass. I'm talking about the stick as the inner glass is already done. I'm talking about the stick of my glass. So let's bring out some colors. First of all, I'm going to select all the shadows that I see on the same layer. This is part of the process so far. So now bring out some lights on top of the glass stick. It's almost finished. Then I'm going to play around with my brush to add my extension as I play with some time. So this is the extension that you have to bring. The image is almost done, and you can see that it's probably look like the first image on the left side. So pay attention when you bring out some if you want to bring out some reality to your cartoon. That requires patience and, I can say, attention. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and see you at the next episode.